time on Urban Shadows, Graveyard Tapes edition, Trouble with Ghouls. We went to the Green Spot Cafe, Riza, Zero Day, and myself, the Red Ripper. We spoke to Catherine, my friend, and we found out that there's a coffee-stealing something behind the cafe. We think that it's magic-altering something. So, the caffeine, according to Zero Day, is what's altering the magic. But Riza picked up with her news that it's old and it hadn't been seen in a long time. And all the normies that she had talked to in the cafe and around town, they were all talking about a ghost or a sprite. Sprite?
Spirit.
Not like the normies could tell the difference anyway.
Wrote ghosts and shite. I'm like, what the hell is a shite?
Well.
So we ended up deducing, all of our powers combined, that it was some kind of ghoul. But it only comes out at night. And it was the middle of the morning, so we had to wait a while. So we went to go see our friend Jeremiah the Bullfrog. His twin brother's a bullfrog shifter, so you know his name is Zach. We got info from him and some magic binoculars that can see magic. We went back downstairs, and now Zero Day is on the phone with Mortimer, the goblin who's struggling with his own problems. And it turns out that the ghoul is an escaped convict. That's all I have written down.
Yeah, we made a deal that Mortimer would give us information on how to catch it if we would catch it. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
He sent you all of the data that was used to catch it the last time, because it's probably the most useful information to catch it this time. Assuming not too much has changed since the last time this thing got caught. You still don't know how long it was in the prison.
And the whole eating coffee grounds for magic stuff.
We don't know what that has done to it.
That's all to the magic.
Hyper? Jittery? Was we ready for a jittery ghoul?
Caffeine does a lot of crazy things.
Valentine's in the corner. 8 coffee grounds to omit.
So, not gonna lie, I'm kind of picturing that Valentine's, like, in the shop as you all are coming down into the shop.
Jeremiah lives above the shop where the magic community mostly buys their shifter stout and whiskeys and fine wines.
Because he's got the connection through his twin brother.
So Valentine's here a lot.
Yeah. I'm probably going to be arguing with the guy at the counter. What do you mean I'm cut off?
You've passed your limit that you're allowed to order in a week. Which is impressive. Most people don't even know that there is a limit you can order in a week.
See, I know what those words mean individually, but when you string them together like that, it just don't make sense.
I know, right?
Rough week, Valentine?
Ah, Zero! What did you do? How? You three. Is this another book club thing?
No.
No.
No, this is a Ghostbusters thing, Ghoul Hunter. You know,
You can tell it's not a book club thing because I am not wearing a dress.
I am not wearing boat shoes.
I'm not carrying a book.
It's disturbing how easily I forget those little details. Also, Fred, you went on a Ghostbusters thing and you didn't invite me. I am offended.
Hi, offended. I'm Threadripper.
I'm sure you were passed out.
Probably. I didn't check.
Considering you hit the limit.
It's before noon.
Who's behind the counter? Is it Jeremiah or Zach?
Jeremiah is upstairs. It's Zach.
Okay. Hey, it's Zach, right? Yeah, Zach, we've seen each other before, but I always thought you were your brother because other stuff.
Do we get that a lot?
Yeah, I bet. So I just made a deal with Jeremiah that Valentine here, this is Valentine, his debt is cut in half. I did. Really?
He pulls out his phone to text his brother to verify.
If I lie, I take a level of corruption. Come on. I'm never going to stop making that joke.
See, this is why I talk sideways.
Can Thread even lie? Can it Even can pixies willingly lie? No.
Yeah? No.
They can, like, manipulate the facts.
Okay, let me explain talking sideways. Sideways is where you talk so confusing and change topics so many times that nobody actually remembers what the truth is anymore. And so by the time you make your point, they've already forgotten what your point was gonna be.
Exactly. The raisin people.
The most straightforward thing Zero Day has ever said in the history of the Graveyard Tapes is about
Yeah.
how to talk sideways.
Valentine just kind of reaches into his coat, pulls out a flask.
You really shouldn't be drinking this in such quantities as you've been drinking it. Like, seriously.
Oh no, this is murder bus. It's the only way I can understand what the little blot is saying.
He's built up a tolerance.
That's even worse for your health.
You really think he worries about his health?
I worry about his health for him, therefore he doesn't have to.
Excellent point.
Again, I know what those words mean individually.
Do I need to say it slower?
It won't help.
It'll help. Jinxies!
If you think that'll get me to shut up, though, Thread, that's not gonna happen.
Will you at least buy me a Coke?
Later.
I look deadpan at Zach. You see what I have to put up with, and I call these people friends.
Wait, you're calling me a friend? Ew.
Aww, we're your
Ew.
friend?
I'm not surprised. I'm his friend, definitely.
I was exclusively referring to Threadripper and the 3 bottles of shifter whiskey that I have yet to pay for because someone won't take my money.
You've passed your limit for the week. Come back in 2 days.
What about me? Have I passed my limit? These are for me. Dang it! I just lied. That was genuine though. That was in game. I was lying. Oh no.
Thread!
Yeah, those are for me. Definitely.
You haven't hit your limit yet.
Okay, I'll buy them then. Thank you. Valentine, can I borrow some money?
Yeah.
I snatch it out of his hand, I place it on the counter, I grab 3 bottles, and I leave. I'm so upset that I actually did it.
I don't think I've ever actually seen her drink.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Maybe keep an eye on her. That can hit kind of hard for pixies.
It's probably sound advice here.
I'm a little concerned.
Also, I'm aware that those are most likely going to go to you, so before you get me in any trouble with my brother, please leave.
I'll just follow Threadripper.
Do I actually mark a corruption?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I pour Threadripper a shot from the booze that she purchased, does it still count as a lie?
She wasn't buying them all for her, though.
Then you'll have a drunk Threadripper on your hands.
Also that.
Yeah, 1 shot of shifter whiskey is gonna F up a pixie.
Alright, consider the mass of a pixie versus the mass of a whatever you are. Yeah, she's gonna be flat out.
I'm human. Probably.
Well, your ears are. That's all I'm saying.
I open the door again. Are you guys coming or what? We got a ghoul to catch.
Let's go, guys.
Coming!
Tell me about this ghoul. What's going on with this?
I'm not even paying attention to Wiggly. I'm playing outside.
Yeah, we're all just walking out.
As I say this, I'm walking out and just joining up with.
See you later at the next meeting, Zach.
See ya, Riza. Good luck with all that.
Gonna need it.
And you get the feeling most of the all that is actually just referring to Valentine, especially when you add 0 Day into the mix. Though he's now slightly concerned about Thread when she drinks the whiskey.
These 3 bottles will probably last me, I don't know, 3 years.
Probably, actually.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't drink more than I made for you a quarter of a shot at the very most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Third
especially.
of a shot on a bad day.
Bottle cap.
Yeah.
Your shots of bottle caps.
Yeah. Hollow out a D6.
A thimble. It's a thimble.
Yeah.
And I was just about to say, I thought a fairy shot was a thimble.
It's a kiss, you.
Pixie, don't you dare get us mixed up with fairies.
Pixie shot.
I am deeply offended, Valentine.
That was Chase
Now we're
talking,
both
not
offended.
Valentine. Just so we're clear.
Okay, so what exactly are we on our way to do?
I don't know, what all you'll...
What time is it?
It's probably getting close to, like, lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Which is impressive that Valentine's awake.
I just stumbled out of the apartment. I mean, the office.
And you immediately go for alcohol. Valentine's having one of those weeks, okay.
He's on an all liquid diet, didn't you know?
Okay, so we got a mobile. Well, I guess this one's not technically a speed bump, because I don't know if this one is technically speed bumpish, or if it's more gas ballish. I don't know yet.
Does that make sense to anyone else?
No.
Okay.
So, anyway, ghoul escaped. We have info on the ghoul. Blah, blah, blah. We go get the ghoul. I'm hoping we get coffee out of this.
Oh, probably. We could probably barter some coffee.
I gotta tell this captain. I gotta tell Captain. Wait, what's her name?
Catherine?
Yeah, her. So I gotta tell Captain that how to make a 0-day latte and see if she gets it right.
Oh, she will.
Catherine's really good.
Catherine's really good. Yep.
Catherine knows her stuff. Don't doubt her.
So, did you get that file from Mortimer on your phone, your cellular device?
Yeah, I got it right here, see?
Let me see that. I snatched it out of his hand. I
Wait.
start.
Okay, you're getting quick at that.
Don't go too deep. It might be terrifying.
It would be terrifying.
Meta question. Does a ghoul count as a person?
It depends on the ghoul and how they classify themselves.
Context behind the meta question.
See, I don't want to provide context.
It depends on the ghoul, because some ghouls are mostly ghostly, and some ghouls are more like walking speed bumps, but not zombies.
Yeah.
If I can get my hands on something personal to a person, I can track them. So if we're trying to track down a ghoul, I might be able to expedite some things.
I will allow for that because it says person entity works as well. And for how it works is you roll with spirit to channel, and depending on how well that goes, if you fail, it goes bad. If you succeed, you hold 3, which you can use to cast 3 spells. And there can be like a little bit of a glitch if you just get the partial success. But roll plus spirit.
So what you're saying is we should go back to the alley and see if we can find anything so you can track it? That reason was the track? I'm so confused right now. Let me just bury my head in data.
I track kind of like scent.
Not my phone's data.
11.
Okay, on 10 plus hold 3, there's no negative effects. And the hold lasts until you spend it or the scene ends.
Okay.
And you can use it to spend any spell you have.
Awesome.
Which spells did you pick? Because you choose 3.
Tracking, elementalism, and shielding.
All fit very well.
Yeah, those seemed like the most Valentine options.
Helpful spells too.
Alright, if we can get like a hair, some ectoplasm.
That's more like it.
Coffee grounds it drop.
I can lead us there.
To the dumpster!
We say that way too often.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing. But still, let's go. Dying for a frappuccino.
Wait, we're getting frappuccinos?
I am.
Whatever coffee we're getting.
So you all walk back to the coffee shop.
The green spot.
That place with the captain.
Valentine sees the vegan coffee shop, just shudders, and then goes back.
We're here for the coffee, Valentine.
It's an abomination.
Hey, boss. Not a word when you're inside, or I will press your ears together and make a vacuum. Because you suck.
It's really kind of funny when she does that.
Valentine, you're not allowed to make a crack until you've tried Catherine's coffee. She can make any drink.
Okay, for the record, I'm not knocking the coffee. I'm sure the coffee's delicious. And if they want to be vegan, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to meet a vegan that would shut up about it, though.
See, you're like the anti-vegan because you won't shut up about not being vegan.
It balances it out. It's all about balance, Fred. It's all about balance.
Seriously? You talking about that balance? Really? Random person on the street says, and they just keep walking.
So what's balancing your booze?
Me.
Exactly.
I don't drink. He drinks all of it.
Yeah. She's sober enough for the both of us. Mostly.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
Probably.
Probably.
No one's sober enough for you to get now.
Alright, I'm feeling attacked here. Let's get some coffee.
I'll find other ways to attack him. Don't worry about it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Right, so are you going to get coffee first, or are you going to poke around the back area on the dumpster to see if you can find anything?
Well, don't we have to go through the... Oh, there is an outlet.
Yeah,
into
there was the
street,
alley.
huh?
Yeah, there was an alley.
First things first, alley. Dumpster, coffee grounds. Find Ghoul. Then get coffee. I'm putting it in my planner.
Roll plus mind as you are investigating and trying to find something. There's not really a specific move that fits, really.
Do you want us all to roll it?
Whoever is looking for something that Valentine can use to track the ghoul.
I am.
I'm not. That would count as being helpful.
I rolled an 11.
Wow.
Nice.
And suddenly, 0 Day has a sandwich.
9.
I start to look, and then I just hear... And I look behind me at... We are next to a dumpster! Where did you get that?
You just answered your own question.
That is vile.
I did not get it from the dumpster. I got it from my stash. What good is bottomless pockets if you don't have a sandwich in there?
I really hope it's refrigerated.
It's not a panini, is it?
No.
Why would he carry a panini?
Okay.
That's just evil.
What's wrong with
he's mean.
paninis?
He's not evil.
They know what they
They
did.
know what they did. Jinxies!
I just love the immediate reaction to what's wrong with this is they know what they did. Riza, since you've got the best nose and you've dealt with these creatures before, it's been a bit since you've had to deal with the ghoul, but now that you know what you're dealing with, you're able to quickly sniff it out. Yeah, this will be funny. You find a coffee scoop, and that smells the strongest of both a mixture of ghoul ? It's close enough to ghoul, but it's like it's a different kind of ghoul kind of thing. Fits with how Dira was describing that it was changing.
Yeah.
And coffee grounds.
I pick it up with like a bandana that I had in my pocket. Hold it out to Valentine. Here, what do you think?
Okay. I'll roll up my sleeve and I'll reveal my greyhound tattoo.
Hey.
Yes.
And I'll rub my fingers down the spine of the dog, almost like I'm petting him. And as I do that, the ink starts to bleed down my hand and form a puddle on the ground beneath me. And then from out of the puddle leaps an ink black greyhound. And the greyhound is going to sniff the coffee grounds, sneeze, and then start leading the way to find the school.
Ooh, it's a teacup puppy.
It's... yeah...
He's so cute. I didn't think you for a dog.
He's a good boy.
Okay.
Who's a good boy, Valentine? Who's a good boy?
Okay, idea. We find a bunch of those dogs, but like the full-size ones that are actually solid, and we come up with like a pixie rodeo, but riding greyhounds.
I'm not opposed.
And we set rabbits loose, like you know those electronic rabbit things.
I am opposed.
Oh, the electronic rabbits.
I'm not opposed again.
Zero, are you really suggesting that you endanger your precious tech?
It's not Zero. Zero stole it.
Yeah, it's not my tech. These are like just electronic rabbits.
Why do you assume? You racist. You assume that every piece of tech we have to make?
What?
It's in Zero's possession. Is it that far of a leap for me to assume that it is?
Just because I have it doesn't mean I made it. Just most likely that I've messed with it.
And it wasn't stolen. It was creatively acquired.
Creatively acquired.
I never said that Zero made it.
From where?
Stolen is such an ugly word.
I didn't steal it, okay? There was a deal.
Yeah, deal. Creatively acquired.
Moving on.
So, your dog ran away.
Yeah, Valentine, your dog has run off.
Did he leave little inky footprints?
They fade, but it does leave little inky paw prints. Because that just sounds adorable.
Yeah.
You can see all the little toe beans.
For the record, when I summoned this dog, I definitely pictured like a full-size greyhound. I don't know how it managed to get teacup, but sure.
I was picturing like a little greyhound like this big, half a foot, 6 inches tall. And because it's made of ink, you don't want to summon that's just...
I mean, all black greyhounds are not that weird. All black greyhound is the size of a teacup poodle. That's a little weirder.
Someone's been messing with nature.
So I guess I'll just turn away from whatever conversation is happening about Valentine being a racist, apparently, and then follow my Grey Wawa as it tracks down the ghoul.
Sorry, I didn't expect that, and it broke me. If inspiration was a thing in here, I'd give you a point, but this is not a game that has inspiration in it.
Grey Wawa, ho!
In that case, it is just running as fast as it can, which is not particularly fast. It's just zooming. It kind of
very
bounces.
slow greyhound.
Cause since it's tiny and it does like these little hops as it runs.
Yes! Follow the toe beans! Follow the toe bean road. Follow the toe bean road.
Just teeny little toe bean prints.
Okay, Wiggly. That's way too cute. You need to talk to Anne about that.
I really do. I think she might have cut the ink.
She will not change that. You know she won't.
I can hope.
$10 says she did that on purpose.
I mean, probably.
It also will snuggle with you after it doesn't stop, and it's really cute. It just snuggles right up to you.
Valentine is trying very, very hard to look upset by this. It's not working.
Valentine is the dad in the family who says, we don't get pets. And then when you get a pet, he's the one who takes the most care of it and loves it. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Complains every day that he's the only one that walks it, but he also wakes up at like 3 o'clock in the morning when everyone else is asleep just to walk it.
I find this disgustingly disturbing.
Yep, and then spends an extra half an hour just kind of being like, oh, who's a good boy? Yeah.
Oh, look at that belly. Do you want a belly rub? So your little gray Wawa is continuing on scampering and bouncing. It's just adorable. There's at least one kid that's like, ooh, puppy! No, we don't pet strangers' puppies. We ask first. And then it stops at your manhole and just paws at it and looks at you and just paws at it and looks at you.
I think we're going to the underground.
Oh, I hate sodas.
I literally just grab the lid and lift.
Okay, I hate sewers too. But mostly sewers with you in them.
The Grey Wawa gives a little happy, a little grateful yip as Riza takes the sewer cover off and just walks far enough straight down. And you can hear it yipping.
And then a little to the water.
And it dissolves.
No, it is a magical dog. It is a magical tattoo dog.
Okay, into the sewers we go.
Alright, follow Pongo.
Rith, what was that?
Oh, I was going to ask if I gleaned any useful information from the document. From
Yeah,
Mortimer.
I was starting to answer that and we kept getting distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
So as you're going through, it very much reads like data and information textbooks would record on how to follow and or find something.
I'm down.
So you will be able to take that and any attempts you make to track it yourself, do anything to it, and or assist someone else will get a +1.
Okay, got it.
You have been listening to The Trouble with Ghouls, a Graveyard Tapes side quest following a caffeine conniption, featuring Brianna as the producer and keeper running the game, Caitlin Sinnott as Riza, Rick the Whitebird as Threadripper, Chase Hunter as Valentine, and Angela Dumalog as Zero Day. Urban Shadows is an urban fantasy tabletop role-playing game in which mortals and monsters vie for control of a modern-day city, political battleground layered just under the reality we think we know. It's based on the Powered by the Apocalypse system, and you can find it at Magpie Games.